Hello students, welcome back to English Literature Classroom. Today I am going to discuss few question answers of the chapter with the photographer written by Stephen Leacock. Now, this Stephen Leacock, he is an internationally popular humorist, educator, lecturer and author of more than 30 books of light-hearted sketches. He is famous for his humor, which is based on a comic perception of social foibles. Now, I want to discuss the summary of this chapter. Okay, this chapter is very important for ICC 2026. Clear? So let's start the summary. Okay. The story with the photographer is taken from Leacock's literary collection Behind the Beyond and Other Contribution to Human Knowledge. The author shares his own bitter experiences as he visits a photographer to have his snap taken. The real purpose of the photograph gets defeated as the photographer effects unwarranted facial changes to make the author look better, or so he thinks. Far from representing the true image of the author's face, the photographer uses his technical skills in bringing an improvement to the author's face, which he finds to be wrong. The author experiences anguish, annoyance, and insecurity when he finds the photographer unnecessarily finding fault with the author's face, eyes, and ears, which he tries to improve upon with his technical skills. This results in disaster, and the photograph entirely fails to give a true picture of the narrator's real self. The narrator comes out of the studio shocked and disgusted, leaving his photograph with the photographer as he finds it now a worthless bauble. Clear? This is the small summary of this chapter. Now, let's come to the question answer. Okay. My first question is why does the narrator not feel fit to describe the photographer? The narrator does not feel to describe the photographer because everyone knows what photographer is like. This suggests that photographer has a common appearance which does not need to be described. Next question. What do you think of the studio where the photographer was to take the narrator's photograph? The studio seems to be dimly ill lit. Okay, it is ill. Okay, this apostrophe L is the typing mistake. Okay, just ignored. Dimly ill lit and ill equipped place. Again, there is little bit typing mistake. Okay, it is ill. Ill. Okay, ill lit and ill equipped place with just a sheet of factory cotton hung against a frosted skylight to let in light. It did not have pleasant atmosphere. Third question. What was the photographer's reaction when he came out of black cloth draped on the camera? When the photographer came out from behind the black cloth draped on the camera, he looked very grave and shook his head, suggesting he was not satisfied with what he saw. Fourth question. What was thought to be the problem with the face of the narrator? Photographer thought that the narrator's face was quite wrong, implying there was some problem from the photographer's view. Next question. What was the narrator sure of? The narrator was sure that the photographer could make his face appear better 3/4 full by employing some techniques to improve the looks. And my last question is, why does the photographer remain inside the machine just for a second? What does this suggest about the photographer? Photographer remained inside for a second to look at the narrator from inside the camera. This suggests that he was a true artist. This much. And in my next video, I am going to bring something new. Until then, goodbye.